we got something crazy. MiHoYo, for the first time ever, has released the entire banner setup for the entire patch of 2.4. So we know exactly what it's going to be for both sets of banners in 2.4. I'm excited to talk about it. Let's go ahead and jump into this massive video. So we'll have to go check the tweet. Oh shit, it's in game. Look at that. It is. Oh shit. The banners are fully live. Okay, cool. So the first banner that we got is going to be fully confirmed. We have the Shenhe and Yunjin banners, which are going to be, and the weapon banner too. And we got Shenhe and Yunjin, which will be paired with Ningguang and Xiangyang. Well, I only called Xiang, I didn't call Ning, so I was off by one, but nice. No, very, very cool. I was really likely to have Xiangyang because of how the interaction between the auto attack character like Yunjin as well as Xiangyang. So that's awesome. Very cool, very cool. And Ningguang, did not expect that, but leeway characters kind of make sense. For weapons, Lithic Spear. So next patch is going to be Lithic Blade. Definitely called out that the Jade Spear. Knew that was coming. That was awesome. Favonius, yep, that's on pace. Widzith, I didn't call at all. I was way off on that one. And Favonius, totally saw that coming instead of, but just didn't see the other part coming. Wow. So this is a very interesting setup of banners. Okay, so looking at this weapon banner, I'm not sure if this is a summon. I'm kind of on the fence. I'll think about it for a second. And then the character banner, man, I feel bad for all the Xiao mains and Shenhe summoners because this banner is really rough to summon on for anybody who's going to be a Xiao main or a Shenhe main. I mean, Xiangyang and maybe Yunjin might pair with it, but I don't know about Ningguang. This is a pretty rough banner, not gonna lie, for Xiao mains. So the current banner right now is, what do we got? Zhongli, Goru, and Barbara. And if you're looking to if you don't have C6 Zhongli yet, and you're looking to pick that up, that would be a really, really smart choice to build your pity on this banner a little bit so that you're not summoning for just these characters. Yunjin would probably be really good to pick up, but Xiangyang and Ningguang, I don't know. I'm on the fence on those two. Xiangyang hasn't really been seen a lot lately in content, and his overall kit is really, really rough. The only thing I can say that's super positive about Xiangyang, and I've leveled Xiangyang in all three of my accounts and used it for a while. The only thing that's really positive, he's the only cryo auto attack enabler that you can do for any character in the game. And the second is Constellation 6 is pretty big for mad lad damage. So if you're looking for picking up a constellation or two for characters, C6 is a pretty big damage spike, but all the other constellations are pretty light as far as viability. The only other one people talk about is C2 Xiangyang, and that one's pretty light. And these characters are both available for free characters in the free pick. So again, this is a kind of a rough banner for a lot of players. And then for Ningguang, Ningguang as a character, I built out on my whale account, never on my BP Welkin or my Asia server account. She is basically a character that if you don't get C6, playing her is extremely difficult late game, and her damage really falls off. C2 is her big constellation for improving damage, but she really just starts to get a lot better at C6 because of how the rotations flow out and the overall damage. So just know that if you're trying to build Ningguang, that's what you're going to need in order to play her. So if you're building for long-term viability for a character, Ningguang is probably the weakest current Geo character as far as DPS characters go. Even at this point, I believe Noelle at C6 is a little bit better. From what I've heard throughout the people saying. I haven't yet to try it myself, but I've seen a lot of gameplay footage and a lot of people talking about it, and she's even touted to be as strong as C0 Ito apparently at C6. So that's what some people are saying. Again, I can't confirm that, but I can confirm that Ningguang does feel a little bit weaker in most of the recent abysses except for this one, because the Geo doggos make her a little bit stronger. So I hope she gets more support because I really like this character and I really like her playstyle, but she does have a lot of quirks and buggy mechanics. And as far as Yunjin goes, she looks pretty good. I was very impressed with what I heard from her in the live stream. I'm excited about that. Let's go ahead and go down to the weapon banner stuff here and talk about that. So the weapon banner, if you're a Xiao main, the Jade Spear, just as a heads up, the Jade Spear is one of those weapons that's extremely hard to build around because Xiao has a crit chance ascension stat already. And because he has a crit chance ascension stat, you're going to be building for crit chance on weapon and crit chance on that. So then now you need a crit damage headpiece, and then you need a lot of crit damage rolls on your artifacts and very little crit chance rolls. So it does kind of play against you a little bit by getting the Jade Spear versus the Staff of Homa. So if you were wondering if you should get Jade Spear or Staff of Homa, the Homa is more than fine, but it allows it for a little bit better optimization as far as getting artifact rolls for Xiao. Lithic Spear is by the way be really good for both Shenhe and Xiao, so if you want to try that out, it is a very good weapon. I made a video on it a long time ago for Xiao, but the increasing amount of leeway characters and things like that is definitely moving this along to make it easier to use Xiao for this. And Favoni's greatsword, not the best. Widzist is an insane pickup, so always a good weapon to have. Favoni's bow actually is really good for both Diona as well as Goru, so if you're one of those mains looking for a Refine 5 of this weapon, it definitely gets a lot better at Refine like 3 or so for some of those characters. So just, like, you only need is like R3 for Favoni's bow, but you do get one for free, so Refines are kind of nice for that. And then the Calamity Spear, I'll have to go look at what it does. Oh, look at that! They brought out both of the other banners too! Holy crap! Okay, so I didn't even see this till just now. They brought out the second banner. Holy shit, that's a spice banner. We got Shinku, Yanfei, and Beidou on one banner. Oh my god, what is that? That's a lit banner. I need that banner fierce, dude. I am hard summoning on like all my accounts for that. What is that? Dude, I want to get Beidou maxed out on my free-to-play account. I want to get, like, I'm going to be summoning. Yep, I'm so excited. Yo, on my free-to-play account, I have Zhongli guaranteed, and I am totally getting him. But then after that, because Zhongli and Ganyu are the same on this, oh my god. Dude, I'm going to try for Ganyu my free-to-play account. I have Amos Bow already. I'm excited, bro. Holy, that's amazing. That is amazing. And then the second weapon banner has the return of Amos Bow as Vortex Vanquisher. Then we got the Sacrificial Bow, the Lithic Blade, the Favonius Sword, the Favonius Book, and the Dragon's Bane. This weapon banner, hard skip. Hard skip the Amos Bow and Vortex Vanquisher. Trust me here, okay? I will explain why. For the second banner of 2.4, definitely skip this. Amos Bow is a weapon that you can get on the standard banner or any weapon banner, okay? And the only character it's good on currently is Ganyu. So if you are looking for a good pickup for Ganyu, this weapon banner is a fucking trap. Stay away from the weapon banner for Ganyu. Do not go for the Amos Bow. You will be wasting Primo Gems in the long run, and Refines and Amos Bow are not super impactful. You are not going to feel leaps and bounds different from Refine 1, even all the way to Refine 5 Amos Bow, so do not summon on this weapon banner. Vortex Vanquisher, also kind of a bullshit weapon, so don't go for it, and all the 4 stars in this weapon banner are complete dog shit. This is an easy skip. Please stay away from it, even if you want stuff again. And it's been actually widely corroborated by a lot of YouTubers, as well as streamers, etc., and theory crafters, that the weapons for Ganyu, for 4-star craftable weapons, can even get on par with Amos Bow at Refine 1, so you don't necessarily need it. Also, Skyward Harp does very well as well, so if you end up pulling either of those bows, it's more than fine. So definitely skip the Amos Bow weapon banner for Zhongli and Ganyu. But the other weapon banner with the Calamity Queller, we'll talk about that in a minute. But the Ganyu and Zhongli banner, 100% fucking must summon. Holy, oh my god. Look at this banner, so juicy. Beidou, by the way, is a character that gets super good after Constellation 2. Insane character after C2. C5, C6 are insane on her. The monster constellation that boosts her ultimate. Shinku is the same exact thing. So he gets good at C2 and then gets exponentially better from C2 on. He's nuts all the way around and one of the best characters in Genshin. Yanfei, I'm sorry, I don't like main DPS Yanfei. However, I don't hate the character. I in fact love the character. But I do not like her as a DPS. I love her as a support. Tank Faye is one of my favorite things to run lately, and I've been running that a lot. And a lot of people that come to the stream love this, and it's one of my favorite things to run. So yes, I do like Yanfei. From everybody who thinks I don't like her, I love her. Okay, but only at C4 as a tank. I love tank Faye. It's so wonderful. And the fact that she's on the banner with Zhongli allows me to run both on 2 separate sides of things with other teams, which is wonderful, and I love that. So I am 100% something on this banner. This is an insane banner, 100%. For everybody who is going for Xiao, if you have Xiao already and you're thinking about constellations for Xiao, these only get spikes better at C6. For Shenhe, Shenhe is actually a better character to pick up than Constellation 1 Ganyu. So if you're thinking about picking up, again, Shenhe as a support for your current Ganyu, great decision, okay? You don't necessarily need Shenhe as a primary DPS character. She is not that kind of character, as we saw from yesterday. She is more of like a Kazuha-style character, but only for cryo. So think of her as more of a cryo Kazuha. That's a lot easier, okay? And Kazuha being a damage booster for teams, Ganyu can really benefit from that. Ayaka can benefit from that, etc. So that's who kind of she is, okay? So freeze teams get a lot better there. I don't know what this study with potions, but I'll have to check with it, and Wind Trace is cool. But I'm excited. These banners, oh my god. I can't believe we got 4 freaking banners. That's huge. Okay, let me go look at the Calamity Queller. Oh, here we go. Okay, here's the Calamity Queller. This is the new weapon. It's a 741 base attack weapon. So, and it's only got 16.5% attack. So this is a high, super omega high base attack weapon. So what they're doing with this character is they are trying to give this character as much attack as possible. And they're doing the same thing they did with the Eula weapon. So any type of attack percentage boost that you're going to get is going to dramatically impact this character. So that's why the Calamity Queller has so much attack. It's so that you actually get a ton of it. Okay, the passive on this weapon, let's go check it out, is gain 12% all elemental damage bonus. So you could use this weapon on anyone. It's a universal weapon. That's cool. So if you wanted to use this on Xiao, yes, you could. Sure, it's attack percentage, high base attack, and a lot of other things. Cool. So you can use this on Xiao, yes. Obtain consummation for 20 seconds after using an elemental skill. Cause attack increase by 3.2 per second. This attack stacks up to a maximum 6 attack. This actually does work pretty well with Xiao. So if you were looking, if you missed out on Stapahoma and you're thinking about this weapon, I can see this weapon doing very well with Xiao. It gives him a total at max stacks with 6 times 30.2. What is that? 18 plus, so 19.4% damage. So the weapon is, wow, that's actually a lot. It is a 31% damage bonus weapon with 16% attack and 741 base. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. For Zhongli, this seems okay, but the problem with Zhongli is Zhongli snapshots on her ability, and you could use this in the second rotation, not so much the first rotation, because it's a ramp up ability, and since Zhongli stack spots, it would take the initial part of the buff, not the end stack the part of the buff, so it wouldn't work right away, and you have to have perfect frames on the amount of energy. So this could work on Zhongli, just not going to be great. What else is there? Rosaria does snapshot, same issue, but you know, this could work on her, sure. Raiden Shogun. This would be incredible on Raiden Shogun. Yes, so this is also a good Raiden Shogun weapon because Raiden Shogun can utilize attack percentage main stat weapons. She gets all elemental damage bonus from this, so that's great. It's an attack percentage boosting weapon. Oh, I'm sorry, I read this wrong. I'll go back. I'm gonna reverse. Okay, so I read this wrong. I thought this said damage increase. It's actually attack percentage increase. So it's 19.4% attack and then a 12% damage bonus. So yeah, no matter what, this is great. Okay, so it's a little bit worse than percent damage bonus, but it's still really good. All right, when the character equipped with this weapon is on the field, consummation attack is not on the field, consummation attack is doubled. So if you then, you know, use this weapon, you couldn't use this weapon on a character like Zhongli because again, she snapshots to get the double constellation bonus. So you can't get the 19.4 times 2% attack. That would be almost, let's just say 40% for now, 20 to 40%. Yeah. Okay. So the 40% attack, you would basically not be able to get for Zhongli. You would be able to get that for Xiao though. So this does work really well with Xiao while off field. So, you know, you can get that, but it doesn't actually work while he's off field. So Rosaria, again, wouldn't be able to benefit from that as well because, again, snapshotted ability. Toma could benefit from this, sure. Yeah, Toma, the chat's asking for Toma. Toma could benefit from this. This would ramp Toma's elemental burst damage a little bit too. So if you wanted more damage on Toma, sure, you could use that. My chat's asking about Zhongli, and the answer is no, this is not a Zhongli buff. The previous weapons are usually better. Raiden E. Yeah, Raiden E will be double like with this. So if you're looking about Raiden elemental skill, this will definitely boost Raiden's elemental skill more. So if you wanted an elemental skill Raiden build, this would definitely work. Dongzhong? No, well, Dongzhong would kind of benefit from this as well, because Long Dongzhong can actually put his elemental skill out, and it does pulsate for a long duration, so he would get a damage benefit from this, sure. Hu Tao, you would actually get Blood Blossom damage from this, but again, base attack doesn't really affect Hu Tao that much, and then boosting attack doesn't help as much here, so you're probably gonna be better off with Homa. All right, for Yunjin, I don't know. We have not been given the information on how Yunjin scales, even though I don't know it, I swear. So I don't think this is going to be a good Yunjin weapon based upon what they said in the live stream. So I don't think this is going to be a good Yunjin weapon there. So I think this is going to be pretty much best used on characters like Shenhe and Zhongli, I guess. And the other characters that can use it would be Zhongli could use it, not to full optimization, just kind of like Homa. Xiao could use this, but again, not to full optimization for the second part of the buff, and other characters can also use it. So it's a universal spear, really good on all characters, but not as good as other weapons. It will be good on everyone. It's just not going to be as good as other weapons. So just know if you are like thinking about Zhongli buff, no, this is not a Zhongli buff. So if you're looking for the choice between Ganyu, Zhongli, Xiao, and all the characters listed, Ganyu is the primary DPS character, really good. If you're brand new to Genshin, my recommendation, as always, and I've said this many times, Zhongli is probably the best pickup, just if you ever want to be a god in Spiral Abyss. He's really good for that. And if you don't care about Spiral Abyss, or you never want to like do hard content in Genshin, you just want to have easy time and chill out, play the one you want. Doesn't really matter. But if you care about Spiral Abyss and doing really well, he's probably a really good character to have. He's not 100% necessary, but he definitely optimizes your account and makes a lot more teams possible. A big pickup for DPS. Xiao, again, is one of those characters that's really offshoot meta, and a lot of people that do like him keep playing him. Let me go here. And if you wanted to see some interesting numbers, we got some interesting numbers based upon Spiral Abyss, where from June of 2021 over to December from spiralabyss.net, you can see that this is like the usage rate for Zhongli up here. If we go down here to the 4-star supports, Bennett, of course, still very, very high for 4-star characters. And then 5-star characters, Ganyu actually has dropped down as far as being used all the time. So between June of last year as well as December this year, Ganyu's not being used as much. She's still very relevant. She's just not used as much because people are picking different favorites. And then Xiao, of course, has dropped, of course, a lot in viability since his initial release by about half. But, you know, he's still extremely relevant and still works really well as long as you have good build for him. All right, but that's going to do it for this video. My name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're somebody for in the comment section down below. This is really exciting to know all the banners all at once. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.